Hello YouTube, BCT Assassin here with some Let's Play Minecraft using the TEKKIT mod. Basically, the first couple of minutes here where I did this intro that I have to re-record over, a video are gone. I'm not sure where they are. All you missed was me getting some cobblestone, nothing real impressive. At any rate, this is going to be some Let's Play, so that being said, at the same time, I am planning on doing, at least until we get farther along, a fair amount of time-lapsing, so you don't have to see all the boring vanilla stuff. I will, though, come out of time-lapse when we start building things, or to talk about a feature of the mod, or whatever. You'll see how it goes. Basically, I've recorded about a little over 2 hours of video-ish that I think that I am going to condense down to probably no more than an hour and release in probably two half-hour long videos approximately. Being that this is my first Let's Play though, I would love to get some feedback from you guys in terms of what you would like to see me do differently or in addition to. Am I talking too much? Am I not talking enough? Let me know. And if you have any suggestions for something you'd like to see built later on, not too far later on, probably 3, maybe 4 episodes from now, we'll have a system to give us limitless limitless supplies of pretty much any kind, at least any kind that we found. So what we build it on is really not going to be a concern. Yeah, so give me an idea of what you would like to see this become. Yeah. And whether you like it, whether you want me to continue doing this or not. So that being said, as long as there's nothing important going on right now, I think we're going to lapse into some time-lapse here. Alright, see you guys later. Right, so I was really hoping to have found more than just a few pieces of coal for our endeavors here so far. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna build. Well, I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna cook up some charcoal here, and I'm gonna look up a recipe for the not the Philosopher's Stone, for the Divining Rod, because we want to get that out, because that will help us find stuff much faster, and basically we need 8 bits of cobblestone and 1 charcoal for that. So this is part of equivalent exchange that we're going to use here to help us find some stuff a little bit faster than we otherwise would. So we just take this 8 charcoal, or 8 cobblestone and 1 charcoal. We've got our covalent dust. And then we take our wood that we have, We get ourselves some sticks. We just need one stick. You only need one of these things. It never wears out. You can upgrade it later on to higher levels so you can see farther. But we'll get to that in a bit here. Right now, I'm also going to cook up some pork chops. Well, I guess a steak, actually. Because, yeah, we're starting to lose some health there. By the time we come back up, those will be done, and we'll be a little bit hungrier. So, just real quick here, I'll go through how you use this. Basically, you just, this one only has the short range mode, so it can only scan 3 across, 3 across left to right, 3 up and down, so 1 on either side, and then 3 deep as well. So there's nothing but stone there. And 20, right? Divining suggested value around 20. So there's something back here. Oh, some iron. Or no, iron's not big enough. That's tin, maybe? Let's see here. Oh, that is iron. Excellent. So that's great, because now we can get an iron pick and get moving forward a little bit faster. Ooh, lots of iron. Alright. Excellent. This is wonderful. See, otherwise we might have just kept on digging a staircase down and have never known that there was iron here and missed it until much, much later in the game. Actually, honestly, we're not going to stay in this little dirt hole very long, so we probably would have missed it altogether. Anyway, so that was 13 iron. That was pretty good. Let's see if there's anything else in the immediate vicinity. Nothing there, and we could mine over one more, and then we can look this way. And nothing there. Like I said, this is the very basic divining rod, so it won't help you find a whole lot, but it will help you find something. What we need to get the next tier of divining rod is this cyan covalent dust, or covalent, whatever. At any rate, we need a redstone and iron. We need iron for that. We already have that, but we need a redstone for that as well. So, could just keep on going down here and find some redstone, because getting that upgraded rod is really going to help us find some more stuff much faster. It will help us find diamond faster, of course. That's always what we're looking for, but it'll also help us find some of our more equivalent exchange stuff and more blocks for the TEKKIT mod as well. Well, industrial craft, I should say. Oh, here is some copper, I do believe. Let's get a value on that. 13. Alright, cool. So now we know that if we see a 13, we've got copper on the way. Alright, back into time-lapse mode here. Huh. I am not seeing any rubber trees. We need some rubber trees to... Oh, there they are. Yeah, no, not those. These guys over here. That's the direction we'll head in the morning since the sun is going down. At any rate, you can tell them 2 reasons. One, since I'm using fast graphics, the trees are The tree leaves are solid. They're not, you can't see through them. The other thing, and with the rubber trees, as you can see through the leaves, even though I'm using fast graphics. The other thing you can tell, though maybe not from this distance, is that they have an extra stack of leaves on top of them. They're 3 high, or 2 high, can't quite tell, but they're extra tall on top. Unlike the other leaves, ouch, that are around. So let's see, we'll just do dirt there tonight. I guess we'll be spending one more night in our humble little abode here, and then we'll pay attention to make sure we get out first thing in the morning and get started on finding some sheep at the very least, so we can sleep through the night if necessary. What else are we gonna do? Digging a proper mine here. I think I'm just gonna mine a little bit around at this level, or at 41. I've got the little, well, it's, man, I can't point to it, but up there in the right-hand corner, there's a little mini map. That shows us what level we're at. You can see the middle line there says that we're at. Basically, it has 2 numbers. The top line is our XY, and then the middle line also has 2 numbers on it, and that is our that's our Z, or I guess that's the X. No, I don't remember now. Yes, the top line is our XZ position, and the middle line is our Y position. At any rate, tells us where we're at. It also shades itself darker when it's night out, so you can tell that it's night outside. That's really helpful. We don't have to worry too much about building a clock. Which, well, it's actually one of the few things gold is actually good for. Until later when we get a little bit farther, just a little bit farther on, and we have a condenser set up. That's an equivalent exchange machine, and with the condenser we can kind of use it like a transmutation tablet, another equivalent exchange thing that's really helpful. But basically it will take materials in and condense them into other materials that you put in the target box. So gold has a fairly high what's called EMC. That's, you see there, basalt, cobblestone, EMC 1, coal, EMC 128, iron 256. Every basic item, I will say, and some modded items have an EMC. For instance, tin and emerald and ruby and sapphire and all these copper, which we have some cooking up in the freezer or in the furnace right now. All those ores and stuff have an EMC value for us, but the machines and such that that we're going to build, the machines themselves don't have any EMC value. I saw a 7. Oh, there it is. It's like I saw a 7. Oh, good. We're getting some silver here, looks like, too. I think that's what that is. Let's see. Yes, silver ore. That's another thing that is industrial craft ore. Really, I'm not sure I've built anything in industrial craft with it yet. I haven't explored everything in there, so if you know what it's for, you have a great idea for a machine, leave a comment, let me know. Right now it's getting to be daytime, looking at my mini-map. I can see it's starting to get lighter, so I'm going to head back up and start breaking this down and getting ready to go out and about. Let's see here. Well, That was somewhat deceiving. It's actually not anywhere near morning yet. Let's see if there's anything valuable along our mine shaft here so far. Obviously, we're probably missing some stuff, but I'm just looking for some general ores right now. Right now, you're just going to be grabbing pretty much anything you see. Ah, 13. There we go. Oh, look, more silver. That's excellent. At any rate, whoops. Don't dig straight up. You should know better. At any rate, we're starting off here, so basically, alright. I think that looks like it's getting lighter on the mini-map. What would you say? Give a shout if you think it's starting to look lighter. At any rate, yes. It seems like about the right amount of time for nighttime anyways. So, yeah. At any rate, what I'm going to be doing here in general is building what will probably wind up being a temporary structure, more or less. We might still spend a significant amount of time in it. It is still nighttime out. At any rate, we might spend a significant portion of time in it, but what our goal is to, oops, our goal will be to get self-sufficient. And it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, so I think I'm going to go do some more mining. But our goal will be to get self-sufficient and get some very basic machines. I would say in general, the first machine you want to get building would be your macerator. That's a buildcraft machine. Or excuse me, no, I said that wrong. That's an industrial craft machine. And what that will allow you to do is basically double your yield of ores. So what happens is you build this macerator. Well, you need a generator for it as well because it runs off of power. And you build this macerator, and it will basically take your ore, iron, copper, whatever, and turn it into that ore as a dust instead. So it'll turn it into iron dust or coal dust, but we don't really need that. Or copper dust or whatever. But for every single ore that you put in there, so for every 1 iron ore you put in there, you get back 2 coal dust. Or excuse me, you get back 2 iron dust. Or you put into a copper ore, and you get back 2 copper dust. So then you take those dusts and you put those in the furnace instead, and they become your ingots. So you double your output. And so that'll help move us towards getting what our next machine is a little bit faster, and that will be an an electronic furnace. And we want the electronic furnace because it will make it so that we can stop burning coal to cook these dusts and whatnot. There it is. And then after that, I believe our next machine will be a condenser, followed immediately by an energy collector. An energy collector is from, some sapphire as well. Excellent. Energy collectors are from Equivalent Exchange instead of Industrial Craft, and basically, if you can get one of those built, and to build one we will have to go to the Nether, so, because you need, stop sticking. You need glowstone for it, but if you can get one of those built, just a single first tier energy collector, nothing fancy to it or anything like that, and hook that up to your energy condenser, you're home free. It might take you a while to get there, but you're home free. You have created an infinite and unending supply of raw materials, because the energy collector takes light, sunlight. Ooh, 12. That's got to be interesting. Copper. Excellent. It will take sunlight, it will take torchlight, it will take jack-o'-lantern light, it will take any sort of light. It'll even take redstone light, although it won't function at full capacity with redstone light. And turn that into what equivalent exchange calls EMC, and I'm really not sure what it's supposed to stand for, actually. But this is different from industrial crafts power output called EU, energy units, and it's also different from Buildcraft's power unit called a MJ, which chickens. I don't really need chickens. I've got steaks. An MJ is a Minecraft jewel. It's not a mega jewel, as you might have been thinking from its name. At any rate, I am headed for those rubber trees. Of course, I need a tree tap. But at any rate, yeah, so what we're looking for is this right here, this little gold speck. And we're going to get our, oh dear, our inventory's too full, actually. Well, you know what? This is a nice little gathering of rubber trees here. And since I need a temporary space anyways, and it looks like we have the starting of a mine shaft here. Maybe let's check this out. Maybe maybe not. Let's run here a little bit. Well, oh, uranium. I'm grabbing that right now. This is wonderful stuff here. I will give up this sapling here for the uranium. The uranium, for one thing, it's half a diamond, 4,000 odd EMC. That a diamond is 8,000. It's not 8,000 even. Think of the EMC system is basically the same as your computer memory. So if you know gigabytes and whatnot, or 1024 for 1, 248, 2048 for 2. At any rate, the EMC is exactly the same for most items. At any rate, it's base 8. Right. So seems like Movie Maker won't let me make this project any longer. So I'm recording over the video sound here. At any rate, yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll get this published up tonight, and hopefully get some comments, get some feedback from you guys, and yeah, I hope the time lapses were helpful so that you didn't have to watch quite so much boring stuff. And yeah, we'll next in the next episode, since it's already recorded, I can kind of sneak preview it. We're gonna see a basic house, and we're gonna start mining down and almost die.